jaar bestaan van Ukwanda. Now, Ukwanda represents a vision. It's a vision for improving the healthcare, and the quality of life of people living in rural and other underserved areas.
Now I want to thank the University of Stellenbosch to find it appropriate and also necessary to expand this facility to our rural communities, to the poorest of the poor, those who can't afford medical services, and to render this service in our remote areas. Now that I say that Worcester is a remote area, agter die berg gebeur wonderlike dinge beter as in dis kant van die berg ook. But in any case, for bringing this facility to our shores, right on our doorstep. What a privilege. It makes us proud.
Ons kan net kundigheid weggee, is al wat ons het. Dis ons rykdom. Rykdom opgebou oor baie jare. Rykdom wat ons het om te gee aan mense wat nodig het om te voel dat ons investeer in hulle ontwikkeling. So wat u hier sien, is die regstelling en die ontwikkeling van mense in Worcester deur die Universiteit Stellenbosch met die enigste kapitaal wat hy het, kundigheid. Now, the idea of Ukwanda, the idea of this campus, is to do two things. The first is to provide quality education, excellent education, and the second thing is to provide to support and strengthen a healthcare system that exists here in this town from Stellenbosch society. So we do it firstly by training health professionals in rural areas and specifically in underserved rural areas, specifically to improve two things for our students. It's recruitment, to get students to think about, I want to go to Stellenbosch University from here and study medicine and become a doctor in Worcester, but also for retention, to keep them here, to keep them, bring them back to rural communities. And secondly, to strengthen healthcare. And we want to do that by delivering graduates who are socially responsive to the specific needs of rural communities. And you listen to them, they understand that there's something here that is not generic. And they have got a taste of that. And they will come back because they now have confidence that they can actually be successful in a rural community.
Ukwanda is 'n pragtige woord in Xhosa. Daar's baie woorde in Xhosa wat amper dieselfde beteken, maar nie eintlik nie. En om te groei in Xhosa is ukukhula. En om te ontwikkel is ukuphuhlisa. Maar daardie woord Ukwanda bring daardie twee konsepte by. Dis om dinge beter te maak, om reg te stel terwyl jy ontwikkel en terwyl jy groei. En dis so 'n pragtige woord, want dit vat al daardie konsepte saam, Ukwanda. En as mens hierheen kom, verstaan mens presies hierdie woord in aksie. En die gesindhede hier en die uitmuntendheid hier. I love the concept of being a catalyst in rural health and development, and that's exactly what we need, catalysts to make things happen. But the real catalysts are the people that you will train here and that you have trained here because you've been through the first 6-year cycle. And we heard from Dr. Smith, and we heard from up-and-coming Dr. Murray, who's in his final year, as I saw it from the video, and their passion and their commitment to service in our rural areas. And there was a time when getting a medical degree from Stellenbosch or UCT or some other of our top universities actually was seen by many of those students as a passport to leaving South Africa. And it is so exciting and wonderful to see students who say, let us use this incredible opportunity and this privilege of this world-class education to give back. From those to whom much has been given, much will be expected. I just want to pick up one point that Dr. Therese Fish made. Waar is Dr. Fish? Ek kan dit nie in Afrikaans vertaal nie. Dr. Fish, jy het gesê you want to take science to society. And that is fantastic. One thing you do have as your capital is knowledge. But I want to say one thing that you also have as your capital is care. Jy gee om. And what I'd very much like to ask from government's perspective is if you can take the knowledge that you glean from working in the rural areas and bring it to us so that we can infuse your knowledge in our policy making. Ons sit baie ver en dikwels in 'n ivoortoring en ons maak beleid en ons weet dikwels nie wat die impak van daardie beleid gaan wees op die grond. En daar's dikwels uitkomste wat glad nie verwag is nie en wat as unintended consequences beskou word. En hulle is volop in beleidvorming. Dis een van die groot struikelblokke in beleidvorming en beleidtoepassing. En veral met die mense wat in die praktiese sfeer met ons 'n interaksie het waar ons dienslewering doen, veral in gesondheidsorg en opvoeding, is daar nie genoeg terugvoer nie oor wat werk en wat nie werk nie, wat verander behoort te word en hoe ons beleid moet ontwikkel. En ek sal baie graag veral in die landelike areas van u wil hoor, sodat ons daardie beleid kan toepas op 'n manier wat uitkomste kry wat ontwikkeling help en nie ondermyn nie.